We've spent a lot of hours playing with ILLUGEN.
Like a lot of hours.
Maybe too much. And we have some tips for you to make the most out of it. Sometimes you know exactly what you want. Instead of just typing it, here's a way to think about it. Try using a combination of a mood, an instrument, and a unique twist. The twist is the important part. This is where ILLUGEN really stands out. Instead of just saying a trap synth at 130 BPM, you can say a spooky music box playing an old tune. An old tune, music box, that's the twist in this case.
Spooky.
Alright.
Spooky air.
Second one.
Second one, for sure.
Yeah. Just drag it, make sure it's 140.
140.
Now I feel like adding drums. Instead of saying trap drums at 140 BPM, I could say futuristic trap drums with crazy percussions and glitches.
And glitches.
Yeah.
You gotta get those glitches.
Yeah.
Oof.
This was so fire the monitor glitched. Real demos, real glitches. So we just drag it in.
Sick.
Sometimes you're inspired by an artist or a song and you want to create something in that vibe. Let's take Kendrick, for example. You could just type Kendrick Jazz 2014 sample, like in the vibe of To Pimp a Butterfly, and the engine will get what you're saying. Don't worry, it was not trained on Kendrick's music, but it understands the context. You know what would fit this type of song. It just gets your vibe, what you're saying.
Just so you know, ILLUGEN was trained on 100% licensed and legal data. It never heard a Kendrick song, but it knows what would go on a Kendrick production. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Kinda jazzy. It's too good. We don't even need to add anything to it. Another cool way you can think about your prompts is using themes. You can think of a theme and do a whole production around it with ILLUGEN. Let's say I'm going for that post-AI dystopian vibe.
After the robots take over.
Yeah, exactly. AI, broken, robot kick.
Pop the bubbles. Ooh. And that's the loop. A dystopian post-AI world melody. The cool thing about it is you don't even have to put the instrument or anything specific. This will go well with the 4 on the floor. Oof. Let's finish it off.
Dystopian, glitchy, electric wires, perk loop in 150.
Right. Woo! Crazy.
A cool thing about ILLUGEN is you don't need to know how to design a sound to create it. You can just describe it in your own words. Instead of saying a drum break at 180 BPM, drum and bass style, you can just say a chaotic drum break that would play in a Fast and Furious car chase scene.
Yeah, that's kind of what he said.
Pop those bubbles.
Let's see. Wild.
Another one. So let's say you got some results, but they're not exactly what you were imagining. That's where the Generate More button comes in. When you click it, it takes your prompt and it does another take on it. And it's gonna give you more results, but in a slightly different style. In this example, I typed in a spooky flute played by a ghost. Yeah, see, to me, this kind of sounds like a flute played by a ghoul, okay? I'm going for that ghost sound, so I'm gonna hit that Generate More button and see what it gives me. Ah, much more ghost-like. See, that's a ghost. I know a ghost when I hear one. When I see a blank canvas, I blank out. And when I see an empty screen, I don't know what to write. I call it prompt paralysis. That's why we have the random prompt button. You just click it and it will give you an idea, and you can just click it over and over again and it will give you amazing prompts that are gonna help you get inspired and also help you understand how to write these amazing prompts. Let's see. A mournful synth drone pulsing like a distant foghorn lost in the mist. See, I don't even know what that means, but I'm sure it's gonna give me something amazing. Let's click it again. A cinematic drum loop with epic intensity. Wow, awesome. Now I know how to write good prompts.
These are just some ways we use ILLUGEN, but there are infinite ways of using it.
Feel free to tell us how you use ILLUGEN down here in the comments. Waves Audio 2015.
You know the drill.
Shit, it's 2025.